This is VRoc. 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 Chops. This is VRoc. Chops.
Against the Tigers. 5-yard penalty. Repeat that again. Number 7, Mark Johnson in the open field at the 45. He's at midfield. Still on the scene and he's down inside the 45. Mark Johnson. But folks, there's a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage. We have holding against the Tigers. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Good hard run by the Tigers. Will be enough to move the chain. 1st and 10, Tigers. Timeout on the field. Bulldogs.
Chop Nation, listen, we back. I'm surrounded by a whole bunch of Memphis guys, a whole bunch of Memphis legends. We're gonna have this good old Chop rivalry, episode 1. And I gotta kick it off with my most prized rivalry, which is them dudes from our backyard, man. Fairley High School, man. So shout out to all the Fairley guys that's on here. We got Mr. Brandon Martin, Mr. Tremont Pops Moore, Mr. Patrick Brooks.
What?
Mr. Travis Pickens. We're gonna have a couple more to jump in this thing, and then we got my boys, The guys from the coldest school in the city. My boy Chop Zilla, better known as Darius Scott, Mr. Mr. Terrence Perkins, my big bro. Got my little bro Brandon Christian. And my other little bro.
It's in my blood, it's in my veins.
We about to get into it. They've been trying to get into it about 10 minutes right now. We about to jump right on it. Ain't no script, ain't no nothing. So we going.
First of all,
let's go.
Hold on, bro. Shout out to Pat Brooks. I'm Pat McKinney, bro.
Why you always lying?
Bro, you said Pat Brooks, bro.
I said
Shout out to Pat Brooks, bro. Yo, my name is
This is
McKinney.
VRoc Chops.
My name is McKinney. I always been McKinney. It's just a Facebook thing, bro, because of my job. You know, I work in law enforcement, so I gotta have an alias, bro.
So you gonna undo your alias now?
No, my name is Patrick McKinney, bro.
Okay, Patrick McKinley, my bad, man. Big Pat from Fairley, Tennessee State. That's my boy. Let's go, man. Hey, Travis, you finna say something? Go ahead and go.
I say, in my era at Fairley, we never lost the battle of the drummers.
Why you always lying?
What era was that?
98 to 2000.
Oh,
That era don't exist.
Come on, TP.
Yeah,
Go ahead, correct
I was
TP.
9 years.
He trying to say error is an ERROR, but I think he's saying ERA. You know, he all messed up, man.
So what?
I'm
What battle of the drummers y'all won?
okay. So all right, let's start in 98 at Corey Cole's Battle of the Bands at the Cook Convention Center. So the trophy, the first place trophy, left Memphis. We know that. So who got the highest score? Who placed highest in the city at that Battle of the Drummers?
Fairley. It wasn't Whitehaven.
I mean, if he asks questions, I already got to be Whitehaven now.
I know the answer.
He want him. He letting you tell your truth.
So who got
it's
it?
true.
Who got it?
We got second place, bro. Fairley got third place. But now I'm gonna give you your leeway because you might not remember because you know me and Paul was roommates. Like for the longest time we was in Nashville, and so it's supposed from what he told me it was some kind of bad business going on with some lady that was over some community center drum section, and it's supposed to be in a disagreement as far as Fairley marching in under the name of whatever her organization was. And
I'm gonna
somebody
speak on that when you get down.
go ahead, Trey, because you know what I'm saying. I want to make sure you know what I'm saying that I, you know what I'm saying, put out the part that I know.
Yeah. So what happened basically? T Perk he right, Travis. It was a school from Texas that won first because they was doing some kind of helicopter shit with the Queens.
It was Sterling High School.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
They
Okay.
had a whole Prairie
That's
View
right.
show.
I take that back.
Exactly.
I got the receipt.
T Perk. Exactly.
I got a receipt.
They did that, and it was already bad blood, and so it was a major red promoter. I'm not gonna say no names, but they kind of had some clout, and because the school didn't want to march with them and want to participate as a official school instead of an organization, it was mentioned that they won't win shit. And if they had anything to do with it, which they was on the panel, if they had anything to do with it, they won't win nothing.
Let me ask you something. Did I play for this community center section?
You sure did.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying nothing because I'm not in the mode of blasting people.
Okay,
but I know one person. My son Brandon Christian. I ain't got that Brandon Christian spirit. But
so 90. Okay, so listen. 99. Who won T Perk 99?
So funny thing about this, I don't remember a Battle of the Drummers from 99 outside of the one that Whitehaven hosted. I don't remember.
Through and y'all were competing.
We did. How we gonna compete at
You can't compete at your own Battle of Drummers.
That's what I said at the beginning. Trap, when we talked about this a couple of months ago, bro, I said,
y'all
ain't
were
no way
competing.
that we ever. That don't even sound right, Trev.
2000 on the river. Who won?
So now again, that is came up in conversation too, because ain't no school that traveled band-wise more than Whitehaven. And we had a performance, and Mr. Banks had let them folks know up front that we weren't gonna stay for the whole thing. It's why we performed so early. I seen the sheet.
Who won?
I think y'all won. If I'm not mistaken, I think y'all won. But I know what y'all score was too, and I know what our score was. Before we got the y'all got a 95 on y'all show.
No, we got a 98 that year.
No, y'all didn't, bro. Y'all did not get no 98.
Man,
Yeah,
I wish I
good
can go dig Mr. Huddleston up.
Help me! Help me!
Oh,
Hey, man, don't bring that man back for some more of your nonsense, bro.
Mr. Huddleston, though.
He gonna be extra pissed off.
How long? Y'all just said 2000 number. Okay, go ahead.
So we got Doc 10 points because we left because we had a performance.
So I'm gonna let you say that.
So we got Doc 10. We had 86. We got Doc 10. I mean, we had a 96. Y'all had 95.
That job was set up. It was set up for Melrose to win.
Melrose didn't perform in that.
They did.
No, they didn't, bro.
T-Perk. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
The lights out when Melrose came on.
And let me say this.
In 2000.
That's what a dude that hosted.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Came from.
I'm gonna tell you why.
They were popping fireworks and everything.
Yeah, look, T-Perk.
I remember they did that in 97. I remember them boys.
Melrose threw the whole kid and caboodle in this show, man. They had pyrotechnics, they had darkness, they had lights,
fireworks.
They had everything. And
you know what? I
wish I could develop a spirit like my boy Brandon Christian. But I'm gonna be quiet.
No, talk about it. That's what we're here for, man. Let's go.
Talk your stuff.
That's what we're here for.
Everybody in the section was legit.
That's what Corey was from.
Everybody in the section was legit.
So let's get this right.
But it's no disrespect or nothing like that to nobody. It's just that.
Did y'all compete that year though, T-Perk? Did y'all compete?
Yeah, we competed.
Who won? Who won?
Melrose.
He said Melrose.
So was that one? Was that 1-1? I know you don't count. I know you don't count that well. So. I'm keeping score.
I'm not counting that one from 98. I must wasn't there yet.
You was there.
You said you remember. See, told I'm already. We go.
Well, let me cut in and shift from the 2000 era. We
man, we ain't there yet. Go on, man. You must be close to your bedtime or something. He really skipping everything.
Because you know what? I'm gonna tell you, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the Haven. Even though I don't like y'all when we going against each other, we was all brothers. But I'm gonna tell you the moment that I really wanted to found everybody in Whitehaven drum section.
Why?
So we was at the football game. So we had up the whole week. So we marching in or whatever. We bumping and shit. Whitehaven, I understand. We had JP Freeman, right? So we get in the stands and we kick down. Whitehaven just bump. They start bumping. I'm talking about running. You remember that, Vince? I think it was James Nelson senior year. Man, y'all was running them jumps back to back to back. We like, man, y'all ain't gonna let us play. So, man, them folks end up bumping one of our cadences that we made them call crank.
Nah, that was in 2000.
That was 03 because James was still there.
Nah, James wasn't there. That was Paul year. That was 04.
Okay. Man, them folks ran that case. We was so mad, man. Tremont said, if any of you just run down off this field. Bro, he was so mad. We was so heated, bro. We were like, man, no, these folks didn't come here and play out. Man.
Y'all were mad. Mr. News was mad at us for playing y'all stuff, man. Dude, we got cussed out so bad that day for playing y'all.
The reason we were so mad because it sounded so good.
Of course it did, man. We always sound good, man.
I ain't gonna say all that.
We always sound good.
I ain't gonna say all that. I don't say all
Right
that.
at the
I
battle
say
of
this.
the bands. Remember, we were standing outside for the march in the gym. Y'all kicked it again. We came back to kick crank 2 on y'all. Had y'all mouth like.
IT
I
Perk.
was saying our mouth like that, but we played crank. Yeah, we played.
Shout out to Martise, man. Martise came over crank 2.
That's what
IT
How
Perk.
Frank even go?
Oh, man.
But you know, you my brother. You know, you remember you needed a drum.
Nah, you don't even want to talk about that.
I came through like God, baby.
Hey, he
I came
came
through
through
like
clutch.
God.
That man came through so clutch. That man hit me up. Hey, man, you at the house? I was like, yeah. I will. I'll be over there in a few minutes.
I want to talk about something so bad, but I can't do it, man.
You gotta go. Do it, Trey. Stop holding your tongue, man. Go for it.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is y'all remember the year somebody disappeared from the Whitehaven Fairley show that. I mean, football game.
What year was that?
Who you done killed?
It wasn't no kid. It might have been.
No, it wasn't.
It was some rough years up in there. It was some real rough years. But the roughest years,
you BSing, man, because you know exactly what I'm talking about. T-Perk, you
gonna
should
just
know.
do it in my interview.
This person,
I want to know.
the person played at both schools.
I know what you're talking about. You know, I know. Like I said, he got receipts.
Both schools.
He played for both schools.
It's somebody that some of y'all like at. So this family, can I say that?
T-Perk, you know what I'm talking about.
I know. Okay, I got you.
These folks right here, I don't particularly.
You know who it is, Kurt.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've had words with them on multiple occasions. And I'm gonna say like this. So, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody in your family, you know what I'm saying, went to a school and usually had a good reputation for people at that school, and you come around and you burn it up, and you turn around and burn up a relationship with the school's biggest rival, you're just gonna have to tread real lightly.
Listen,
you
should know, because the Haven went ham, bro.
What?
Folks kidnapped them.
I ain't in there. I ain't.
See?
No, y'all got to say that.
Hey, you say they somebody kidnapped them, bro?
But the Haven was mine. Them niggas kidnapped them.
I ain't gonna say kidnapped, but he got caught, man.
All
right, put it like this. This was way before, you know what I'm saying, like social media and, you know what I'm saying, Facebook and all that. And if you really had something to say about somebody, man, they was gonna see about you the first chance they get.
Exactly.
Who was it though? Y'all still trying to hide the name.
We're not doing that.
The nice.
Hey, was it? Hey, was Black Planet out yet? T-Perk.
Yeah, no.
Black Planet wasn't even out work.
Okay, let me help you out, Travis. I said from the very beginning that you was a little foggy. He played. I'm gonna put like, okay, so Travis, you know what instrument Trayvon primarily played, right? Y'all know what?
Yeah.
So you can't think of nobody that went to both schools that played the same.
I know what y'all talking about.
I know who you talking about too.
Okay, I'm about to say.
I know y'all.
I'm saying you said the internet wasn't like social media wasn't popping.
But you know what I'm saying? But he had stirred up enough stuff, you know what I'm saying, between people at both schools that something was gonna happen either way.
I know Trayvon.
And they popped off at the damn football game.
That wasn't a football game.
Yeah, it was after the Fairley Whitehaven game.
Hell to the yes.
He transferred back to Fairley the day after.
Help me. Help me.
Hey, man.
That was one time. It happened.
But I'm going to tell the truth, though. I'm going to tell the truth, though. I was by myself at that goddamn Whitehaven Fairley game. Whitehaven Quads kicked my ass that night. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell the truth.
That was 99 or 2.
That was 99.
Yeah, you know what had happened? That's when
that was my
came.
Yeah, that was me switching from tenor drum to triton. Yeah, and that was I wasn't ready. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't ready. Them folk got in my ass. I wasn't ready. But
hey, what was Buddy name played for White Hayden played choirs and was drum major?
Brandon.
Oh, you talking about Brandon? Yeah.
Hey, bro was straight.
Yeah,
bro, you don't understand how much. Well, I ain't gonna say that. That man, he really had to work, bro. He was like, he came from Freeman. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about like straight concert band, like Magic Grip, and like if you put it on paper, we could play it with. You know what I'm saying? He only went from playing like concerts there. All of a sudden, he got 4 drums to deal with now. It was real.
Yeah.
And they was on them.
Shout out to class of 2000, man. We did the first ever Fairley White Haven showdown because our band director didn't believe in showdowns. We had to talk to him. We had to trick him into doing this shit. We lied. We lied. We said, boy, they talking bad about you, Mr. Hudson. They said you can't write no music.
We need to move Lonzo. That ain't no problem. Huh? That ain't no problem.
Get a hype good up, buddy.
That's all it took.
Was more intense.
For you to talk against his craft. That's all it took. They said,
so y'all stopped people like what? Ass whooping for years after that.
Which week was more intense? The week of the game, Fairley versus Whitehaven game, or the Fairley versus Whitehaven showdown?
Both.
It was no, for me, it was a showdown. I say the showdown
the showdown.
I'm gonna say the showdown. The showdown
was a transcendent of what was about to come. But like to tie on like all the years going back all the way to our aunties and it was the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like if the Southern Heritage Classic throw in a battle of the bands or showdown before the game. You know what I'm saying? You'll have that era, but we'll be like Southern Heritage Classic all the way back on down. It was always
so let me say this. It was the game for the fans. For the band students, it was the showdown.
Of course, it was the showdown, bro.
And then I guess because the showdown was so much more.
Yeah, because you had time. You had your book supposed to been prepared.
Yeah.
Your chops supposed to been up. Like you had all year. So it's time to show that shit.
It was
the
almost like
the Fairley game was the only game that was played on a Saturday every year. Every year, Saturday.
Yep. And it was almost like we had a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew it was the first game of the year.
Yep.
So that means that what? Your summertime, you want BSing. So like you got a cheat code. You know how most, not shout out to everybody's program, not disrespected, but you know how they be like, oh well, our first real game ain't to such. Nah, it was the first year. You was like, if that nigga transfer after this point right here, they sit down. It's a wrap. Try next week. Cause whoever here in the summertime, that's who rolling on the first. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it was kind of like we had that cheat code, man.
Bro, like,
but check this out though.
And Fairley, I don't know how it is for y'all, but we even said old heads down at the Fairley Whitehaven game if you want on your mix. I don't care if you could have been DA, Fun Fact, Six Pack. Man, if you want, man, I remember Trey Moore told he got so mad at me because I was always playing. Y'all know me. I was always playing. Man got so mad at me, man told me go home. Man, I said, man,
get that charge from Mike so we can
I told my man, hell no. The man said, I bet you won't be in them stands.
The one that was in the car.
Guess what happened? I was in them stands. I already knew what was going on. I couldn't miss that game, bro. It was like that rivalry is so intense, bro. Like when we see that black and gold across the field, it was like straight, like man, murder ball.
One time.
And I ain't gonna even lie.
I hated everybody that went to Whitehaven for them that whole 2 hours of the game, but after the game, we come together like ain't nothing happened. And the thing about this rivalry. It ain't been no rivalry. Everybody talk about Hamilton and Mill Road rivalry, but ain't no rivalry ever talked about still to this day.
They can't afford to have a rivalry.
First of all, I'm looking about the pageantry, man. the pageantry. It was like, and I think I said that in my interview with Vince. It was like Fairley and Whitehaven was always on some collegiate like type. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the mode. That was the vibe. It wasn't no, okay, well, it's just the game. Now we acting like we in the sweat. You know what I'm saying? Like, we acting like it's Southern and
what it felt like
you
when
know
we
what I'm
was
saying?
playing.
Glad you said that. Always, man. I know when we was in high school, man, and probably up to my senior year, man, Whitehaven, Fairley, Westwood, man, that was like the sweat. Like, man, if you saw them three schools somewhere, it was gonna be smoke. If you was from any other side of the city, it just don't even come down here.
Yeah. T, Hamilton was in there. Hamilton was in there. That little smoke a little bit. Yeah.
I'm gonna say from 96 to 2000.
Had them boys right.
I don't know, bro. 96 to 2000, bro.
They look crew. They look come up was they started coming up around 2000. Though, like Jeff senior.
Hamilton had a little shine from like 2000 to like 2003 or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a real small period.
I'm talking about real small.
It was like 96. Like probably 96, more like going towards 97.
Yeah.
So I hate the fans from like 96 and 97. They was on the come up then. But man,
and the crazy part about it is like everybody who we had, I don't say was beefing, but who we was in competition with in Memphis. So you get to college and get the same school, y'all like best friends.
Right.
Like college, it's just like it's city versus city.
Because you knew. Especially when you got to college, man, you already knew that those folks had been forged in the fire. And especially if y'all was in the section together, like if 2 or 3 dudes from Whitehaven, 2 or 3 dudes from Fairley, and then sprinkling a couple of, you know what I'm saying? Like especially Whitehaven and Fairley, man, they in the drum section, man, they gonna pull the weight. And man, if there's anybody else just coming in like from any other school outside of Memphis, man, they gonna fall in line because they gonna
Detroit
know
niggas.
I just said that about what
I don't know, man. The certain years, man, I fool with the Detroit. I love Detroit, man. Man, give me 3, 4 dudes from Cash King.
So
Martin Luther King.
I was telling Cheese about that when Chop in his class, 2010 class.
Well, give me a few minutes. Okay,
like, they dang on almost roommates, even though they got damn. If I know if he ain't with B-Hen or talking to Dre and them, I know Chop is 9 times out of 10 with Trizzy, Big, or Shaq or somebody like that, Mike. Cause that's just like I'm saying, when we go to other schools, we automatically connect, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna say this too. Those 2009, and there's no shot. It's no shot against any other class. Before that, 09 started reshaping the structure. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
Where it was like, we got to get some Memphis folks. No questions about it. We got to get some Memphis folks because, I might be starting to fight with this, but I don't care. Y'all know me, Trey Passmore. That's my Facebook. I ain't scared of that nigga but Jesus. But all right. Look, it's like this. When 2010 went to Jackson, look, make sure they hear me clearly. When 2010 went to Jackson, that was Memphis camaraderie, work ethic, all at its best.
Yeah.
And you saw with your own eyes, it transformed. We ain't saying nothing about it. It changed the history, made it better. We're telling you because of the DNA of what was already brewed in the city, everybody started drinking their water.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It is just self-explanatory.
Now, when I said that, now when I said
what you say, Brandon?
Now, when I said that, they was on my
ass. Right. Because look, the
Jackson come up came when 2010 class went in. That's when they were like, they going to superior level. Like honestly, and it's because of the guys.
Y'all just made me think about something. So this is completely off subject, but it's related to this. That 2010 class that left Memphis and went down there reminded me a whole lot of like 98. All the folks that 98. 98 was a kind of touchy year all around. So it reminded me a lot about my class because you know what I'm saying. Like you had a whole bunch of us that went to TSU. You had a whole bunch of us that went to Jackson, and that's something that I'll probably talk about like later when it's more on point. But I think, man, a lot of like changes happened, you know what I'm saying, like at both schools around that time because like if we talking about Jackson, you know, the stuff that happened in, you know what I'm saying, 98. Boy, Jackson State was a different band in 98, 99.
Yep.
Go back and man, y'all better record this now. In that 1998 WT section, them boys was tight.
Of a cheese.
Bro, them boys were tight. Like
Was not bullshit.
And I'm talking about my every section, man. They had hitters in every section. And I'm talking about like my all them boys looked alike. Man, you couldn't unless you knew them folks, you couldn't really tell who the weak links might have been in each section. I mean, they looked good, they sounded good, they played together. And like that to me.
Watch this, T-Perk. Watch this, T-Perk. Piggybacking off of what you just said, ain't that what 2010 did?
Yeah.
Just look at it.
But look, hey, listen, but you can flip it to Tennessee State. Cause when
you I said that 2000 TSU class.
Yeah, so
bro, the crack, they was like, and I'm not trying to expose no crack business. All I'm saying is they was like, they went from don't put no Memphis niggas in my section to we got to get some Memphis niggas.
Yeah. Hey, but I really feel like the alumni band changed that up though.
Yeah.
When we all came together, like, cause I don't think we all knew each other talent that well until we all came together that summer. Cause shit, I know that summer I was like, okay, this nigga can really play, or he or she.
That was our freshman year though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was our freshman year.
So, you know what I'm saying? So we knew, but you know what I'm saying? Like people coming in,
they didn't know. Yeah.
So let me ask everybody a question, like from y'all perspective. I'm gonna start with you, Vince. What was the best? What was like from your era playing in Whitehaven? What was the best section you think y'all had in your 4 years of Whitehaven?
Hey boy, you read my. I was gonna say something like that, but I was gonna stretch it out. But our best year for me, my 11th grade year.
You can't forget your 12th grade year too. I'm gonna get Prosper props due. 11th and 12th grade year.
Well, for me,
your 11th grade year was my 9th grade year.
Oh yeah, 11th, 12th grade.
05, 06.
Yeah.
For you.
04, 05?
05, 06.
Well, my year, for me, my tightest year was 02, 03. That's we were straight robots then, bro. But we practiced so much, and Trey was running so much material. That's the year he came out with H2O. I think that's the hardest cadence to Trey. I don't know what he was brewing up in his mind. Man, we learned that cadence in 2 hours.
This is for the haters.
This is for the haters.
To piggyback off of that, 02, 03.
Is it haters or hating?
Haters.
It was haters. But we said hating for y'all.
I remember when we first came out.
Always sounded like this was for the haters.
Did you hear what them niggas just did? We was like, what? Like, dude, this shit say hate terms.
Yeah, for the haters.
It sounded like this is for the Haven though.
And I'm this is for the Haven.
We took that shit personal.
Trey, let
Y'all
me
took
give
that personal.
background of H2O. I'm gonna give y'all the background. This is what it was. So everybody was saying, like, man, Tremont ain't got it no more. He lost it. He coming up with that baby stuff, this and that. So it was his own people. They say it be your own people that bet against you. You know what I'm saying? And Tremont was like, well, I got something for you, and you know who you are. And what's crazy, he was in the side of our section. So that man came up. We were looking at that man. As I was here, I was saying, boy, make y'all look apart. He ain't never have a simple part. Never. Ever. Never. Hey, boy, make y'all look apart.
Who makes simple part?
He come down with this fast. And that boy put something in there. Man, I don't know how to do nothing like that. But man, that cadence came together, bro, and we bumped it and won G the Battle of the Drummers with that cadence. Bro, that same day, we learned that cadence 2 hours before the performance, bro. And when it bumped, I was there.
And just to piggyback off of what Bull said, I think for me, cause I got to Fairley in 04. I think when I was there, I can't remember what year it was, but I remember vividly it was doing the Fairley versus Whitehaven showdown at Potts, Debanon, and I think Churchwood came down. They taught us Killer, and like another cadence we played the showdown, and like we learned that cadence the same day.
Yeah,
the same day, and it was like that section we had that year. Like our retention was so strong to where we could learn stuff so quick and so fast and retain it. And so I can't think that was either 05, 06, or 06, 07. I can't remember what year that was.
07. Y'all didn't play that against us because that was my freshman year.
Yeah.
So it had to be
in 05.
It was before. They learned 901 in a day.
Yeah, they didn't play AC.
Bro, let's tell you back. I told
901 is one of the hardest cadence.
When they haven't played that shit, I said,
I knew Trey was gonna say
look, my mind went and said, let me find deaf ass. I was
like, what?
901.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what's the hardest cadence I ever learned before?
I wasn't mad because
what was the hardest cadence?
They were ready.
Yeah.
The hardest cadence.
901 was hard as fuck for me, man. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was hard.
Nah, M1. Hold on. M1.
Yeah.
And lock in too. M1 was the hardest cadence we ever learned, and Keenan made that cadence, bro.
Man, I ain't know you were back there beat making that nigga.
Super producer?
Super producer.
That cadence
You just
literally
left Future House, didn't it?
split the section up, bro. Like people beating in practice. Like
They
nah.
were bumping heads. They were bumping heads.
Like that cadence
whole
was crazy.
line was beefing with each other. For it was like a split in the middle.
Now,
What's that one?
Now, hold on. Let me speak on that cadence real quick. Let me speak on this cadence real quick.
Man, the folks.
I'm not even finna tell y'all where or how to find this video. But when I tell y'all, if you go to this particular video, you will see the entire snare line, except for this man, fake the twirl, bro. Nobody on that snare line did that twirl.
On 901.
Hey,
No,
y'all
sir.
want me to tell y'all the hardest cadence? Clockwork, nigga.
I love Clockwork. I don't even lie. I like that.
We made that up.
Y'all hardest cadence is 186.
Are you saying hard as in hardest to learn?
Yeah, hardest to learn.
The hardest to learn.
Hardest to
Travis
learn.
talking about it's the hardest cadence, like Fairley. Yeah.
No, I ain't saying that.
The hardest cadence is 186.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. The thing that did it for me, and you know, one thing about rivalries is that you have a range of mixed emotions. Like you hate their ass 1 minute, you are proud of them most minutes on most occasions, because whatever we both did, it boosted up the rivalry, so we all was able to shine. My thing for the Haven was I got two moments when they first came out. Help me chop and be hand and Brandon Chris. Purple
Rain.
What?
Purple
He said Purple Rain.
flavor.
Dre named every cadence he made after
Stone Polo.
Yeah. Polo, the Polo brand. That's what he used to wear.
Yeah. What kind of car you in?
Man, they bumped that purple label. I was like,
yeah.
Man, Travis over here getting pieces delivered.
Hey, I got a question.
like the 901. I was
I'm gonna
like,
tell y'all,
my girl is
so
an
deep, bro.
esthetician. So
Why Haven made us want to make our own series and
Hey, Travis, make sure you get the Parmesan.
man,
What? Hey, so you gotta elaborate on that. So Haven was responsible for the series?
no.
Hey,
to me,
I'll say this. Though.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that it wasn't a trade, but to us, we felt like it was because it was like they was always coming up with something. So we felt like we just had to be extra and above, like, man. And Trey Moore was like,
but the Haven always played Jackson stuff.
I know,
so,
if it was anything,
they had this one jump they used to march in. No, I ain't gonna lie. They had this one jump. It was like it was day shit. Cause I remember Mr. Huddleston, you and Mr. Huddleston pulling me to the side that day, and y'all was like, shit, y'all need to come up with y'all own shit. And then you like, how long?
Right. And then
you like, how long I been telling y'all that? You can run up to the store though.
And they bumped it, so they were bumping, they were playing Jackson. Man, they serious so tough. Trey was like, we're not gonna play that no more. I got something for him. I never forget it, Trey.
Well, when I made the series, I made this. This is how I made the series. I made the series because it went along with catching flack from the alumni within our own base.
Yeah.
Because they were like, man, y'all getting away from tradition. And my exact words was, you create your own tradition.
Yeah.
So it's your own legacy. You don't want to be the school. And I exactly said, because don't lie, Travis, Pat, Bull, what was our same repetitions every Sunday? I mean, every summer, going over the same this amount of TSU cadence, this amount of
Jackson cadence.
Okay, well, we never played that, so we're gonna attempt this, and it was like, okay, well, we're putting all this time into doing that. Let's set the mark, because I'm finna let it be known, and it's no gets to everybody who had stuff in the previous years, but when Fairley came out etching it in stone as original, we were 7 years in the game.
I appreciate you incorporating my John in there too, baby. You threw me in there, baby.
That was the first one that started the minute.
Let me tell you
what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be transparent. My whole life, my whole high school career, when I heard cat, I was like, damn.
Okay, let me tell y'all a story with that.
It was so bummed. I used to get mad.
That's Christine.
Let me tell you the story about Christine. I had to get Drew straight on this. Drew was like, oh no. I was like, Drew, I called Rufus one evening. I was staying in the I don't know the name of the apartments or by the airport, but it's on Wilson.
The Red Oak.
Red Oak.
And my drummers know my apartment like anything, because they were always over there.
Yeah.
It was like, I called Rufus, who was on the back trunk of my car.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, I got something I want you to do. When I did that, Rufus said, you want me to what? Do that again? We're gonna do. They ain't gonna catch that. They ain't got a choice but to catch. And everything else was history.
So when you brought it to the section, hey, Bull, make up something for that.
So for me coming up, I remember, I think Fairley was the first percussion section that played his own cadences. To my knowledge.
That's what your era back in the day. That's all we used to do.
Yeah, like it's a lot of the whole old stuff that got made.
Yeah.
And what happened in the 80s got lost because it was so much.
I will say this.
I'm gonna put it out soon.
I will say this. the earlier schools, like even in the 80s, they always had their own stuff. So let's just set that record. We're talking about if you could give Fairley credit, you would give them for resurging the era back up, plugging it back in.
Try to ask you this real quick. I don't want to interrupt you, but did you know Jewel Harris?
Of him.
His brother played too.
This is VRoc Chops.
Paul came from Lanier, right? You came from Wooddale.
I came from Lanier. You went to Jeter, right?
Yeah, but I went to Mitchell.
You know what I'm saying? I don't remember nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I thought I kind of remember them telling a story. Like I think they kind of already they kind of brought that over to Fairley.
Well, six pack.
Yeah, well, no, I'm saying it was already friends.
That was already with Funk Fat. That was already with Funk Fat.
Right. That's a good question though. We need to find the origin of Funkaholic and DA and Funk Fat.
I can tell you about
that. It's already documented.
I can tell you about DA and Funk Fat. The DA started.
Let's hear it.
Iraq and Rollo. I'm gonna tell you what it was. Cause back when McEwen took over, the band was in shambles, but the drum section still had that tradition. So we felt like Mari Ratner felt like we the ones holding the band up because ain't nobody still paying attention to Fairley unless it's the drummers, because the band was terrible. So he came up, you know, trying to McEwen was trying to put a steel foot down on them and this and that. And he was like, so we got something we gonna call DA, which is Drummers Anonymous, doing anything. And they did whatever the hell they wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So
what about Funk Factory? It's like a bite off of Southern?
Nah, Funk Factory was already there.
Funk Factory was Funk Factory is what it's never going away. That was way before. You know what I'm saying?
Right now.
And so one thing when I stepped in, that was never going nowhere.
Right.
That was never going nowhere.
And they made us, bro. Man, back then, you was a crab all the way up until the summer.
To the summer.
Mm-hmm.
All the way to the Carnival Parade.
Man, even though you crossed DA, Funk Factory, if you didn't cross 6 pack, you was not no upper flag.
Right.
You was not no upper flag.
I got a question for Chop when Chop get back.
But they said they was like, I never forget. Shout out to Travis, Paul. Them niggas came up there and crossed us with a WT paddle. And I think I still got WT 2000 still where it is. I ain't gonna say
that.
And now we gotta edit all
Look at Chop.
Hey, question.
I'm telling I don't care.
How important is it?
Now y'all going
But then they were like, so y'all want to me, Rufus, beat you like, man. They're like, y'all ain't no upclass until y'all cross 6 pack.
How important is it? Okay. How important is it for people to cross their section now? Is it
very
like really important or if it's not?
What? Well,
okay, hold on. All right. are you asking collegiate or are you asking high school?
Yeah, that's
I mean, shit.
This
I think
was the high school
both.
shit though.
All right, all right, I elaborate on both. Then I'm gonna start with college first. Collegiate wise is not important. I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why it's not
I was gonna say the same thing.
The reason why it's not important to them now is because it's so, and I said this in my interview, it's so buddy in the section now. They don't even have nothing to work towards. It's like, why do I don't have no respect to earn because I'm so cool with these folks already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, not only that though, but because these band directors are so afraid of losing their job, which you can that's their livelihood.
Right.
They are so afraid of losing their job. They explain this to the freshmen that's coming in that they feel like the freshmen got the upperclassmen in their hand, like anything that upperclass, and it was probably like that when you marched. I know it was sort of like that towards the end of my marching days, but they have the upperclassmen in the palm of their hand to the point if you say anything to them, they look at it as hate. You know what I'm saying?
So let me say this, and I know y'all probably gonna ding this out, but this is my thing. I still feel like it's important to cross your section.
It is
now,
to me.
The problem is the problem was created by people think crossing your section means an ass whooping. No, crossing your section means learning the history of that section, where your origin came from, the people that came before you, the keeping the tradition. That's what crossing your section is. It's just fucked up because everybody take that as, yeah, I'm finna beat that ass. Nah, man. A lot of people will tell you in college, high school, I didn't touch nobody. I was more on, let me give you some history. Let me learn. Let me teach you something.
That's
true. What I'm saying?
That's true. Because Travis got so mad at the phone when I told him what my crab name was.
Bro, that shit pissed me off.
Crab name, bull?
I don't want to tell y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all. My full crab at Fairley was cockeyed bullfrog.
Well,
so
again, because I believe in receipts, but to respond to Pat's question, I think it's probably more so important that you at least cross your high school system, especially because, you know what I'm saying, especially for
This is VRoc Chops.
Buddy in the section now, they don't even have nothing to work towards. It's like, why do I don't have no respect to earn because I'm so cool with these folks already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, not only that though, but because these band directors are so afraid of losing their job, which you can that's their livelihood.
Right.
They are so afraid of losing their job. They explain this to the freshmen that's coming in that they feel like the freshmen got the upperclassmen in their hand, like anything that upperclass, and it was probably like that when you marched. I know it was sort of like that towards the end of my marching days, but they have the upperclassmen in the palm of their hand to the point if you say anything to them, they look at it as hate. You know what I'm saying?
So let me say this, and I know y'all probably gonna ding this out, but this is my thing. I still feel like it's important to cross your section.
It is. Now, to me,
the problem was created by people think crossing your section means an ass whooping. No. Crossing your section means learning the history of that section, where your origin came from, the people that came before you, the keeping the tradition. That's what crossing your section is. It's just fucked up because everybody take that as, yeah, I'm finna beat that ass. No, man. A lot of people will tell you in college, high school, I didn't touch nobody. I was more on, let me give you some history. Let me learn. Let me teach you something.
That's
true.
What I'm saying? That's true, because Travis got so mad at them folks when I told him what my crab name was.
Bro, that shit pissed me off.
Crab name, bull?
I don't want to tell y'all, but I'm going to tell y'all. My full crab at Fairley was cockeyed bullfrog.
Well,
so
again, because I believe in receipts, but to respond to Pat's question, I think it's probably more so important that you at least cross your high school system, especially because, you know what I'm saying, especially from Memphis, man, your name gonna travel.
I swear.
So like I say, if there's anybody that like me, that like to hold on to the receipts, man, you be online and you get to college and you looking at them, man, like, I don't know how this man gonna work out. I don't know if he got my back. He ain't even do his high school section.
So let me ask Chop and Pat now, because they came after us.
Yeah, Pat. I think I marched Pat senior year. So
your high school section started going wrong?
Say it one more time, boy.
Like where did crossing your high school section start going wrong? Because when I came through, it's mandatory. Either you gonna cross or you're not gonna play.
You want me to be straight up with it where it went wrong?
100, yeah.
It started at home, bro.
I was just gonna say that.
I'm finna tell you why. It's like, bro, it's to the point now, like, these kids, everything handed to them. The parents scared of the kids. You know what I'm saying? So the discipline and the work ethic, they don't even teach that. They don't teach you that regardless of what you go to, you're gonna have to work for it. High school was like a preparation for college.
Yeah.
When I came to Fairley, it's kind of like I already kind of knew what to expect.
Yeah,
you know,
did,
I already knew, I already knew like what to expect, so I didn't complain about that. I just seen it as me paying my dues.
Yeah,
you know, I'm paying my dues.
Exactly.
It's like
I'm gonna be completely 100 with you. I didn't know what the fuck to expect when I got to Whitehaven. I didn't know. But I had some old head niggas, man.
Says the guy that gave me my first neck.
But see, this is the thing. I gave you your first neck.
We gonna edit that
what happened to me.
So
I gave you your first neck.
Hey, listen, he just carried on.
Put a drum roll right there, man. Put a drum roll right there.
Now that's where the film gonna go.
Hey, you hear me?
I want you to understand, man. I had Vince Smith and Mike Carney on my line, man. These niggas
Big Mike, man. I know about Big Mike. Big Mike.
These niggas made us go in the bathroom one day and neck our damn self.
They're going to
piggyback.
Hey,
just to piggyback off of.
So, hold up. I'm finna keep it real with y'all. High school sections got messed up because these college niggas wanted to come home and beat on kids.
Yeah,
that's where crossing got fucked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I remember
instead of overseeing it, they wanted to get in on.
Yeah.
I remember, man, some of the stuff some of the stuff that Trey made us did, and Trey wasn't hazing nobody. I'm just putting it out there. I remember we was on the blacktop outside of right behind Fairley Elementary. They had us doing push-ups in July. In July on that hot asphalt. Some of these kids today, they wouldn't do that.
They would not.
They'll quit. They'll quit.
I would have hell.
Hold your drums over top of your head.
We went out there.
Bro, I hold
the drums over your head. Come on, man.
The pit was way worse than the black. I took the blacktop instead of the pit.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna say this.
Now the pit is sacrilegious, man. That's
a lot of what y'all say is very true.
You just don't give a damn. You ain't on your stuff. The consequences coming regardless.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say this one thing, and I'm gonna let y'all do y'all. But I'm gonna say
stop it on people. I got it.
Rest in peace. Y'all know Greg Petty.
Yeah.
Greg Petty. I never forget my first time meeting Greg Petty. We in the pit. All we heard, we bumping. The man was so loud. The man was walking across the field. Let's haze these niggas, dog. I'm coming around like, what? Bro, we in the pit and this man, let's haze these niggas, dog. And he kicked the door open. Boom! I'm like,
hey, but listen, a lot of that, like you said, Pat, Trey didn't participate in it. Even,
right.
As you get older and you get wiser. Because when I was in school, I was just doing, it's like a slave mentality. Like I was doing it because it was done to me. You know what I'm saying?
Basically.
That's where we were at. And I remember
I ain't trying to hear about no slave, man. We were getting down with the program. Everybody in here got down with the program. It had nothing to do with no slaves, bro.
But you do
we wanted to be what we wanted to be, bro.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm talking about for me. I get it, and I got a code to y'all.
Okay, Rosa Parks.
To me, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's my turn to return the favor. So it was just,
That's exactly why I did it, man. You keep it all the way 100 right there.
So with the section B,
I would go pass it on to the next group.
Without it, you know what? We not, you know what I'm saying? We do.
Look, that's a good question, Pat.
Pat, what you say?
That's a good question.
Don't y'all be like Tremont? Tremont green as a mud. He always seemed to slide out when it was time to get down with the get down. He ain't never want to save us. He
I
always,
don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all later with that little ass.
I don't know what you're talking about. I had asked the question: do you think that the section would be tight with or without it?
You can be tight.
All right, hold on. All right, the thing is, I'll put it like this. A section can be tight without hazing because the reason why I say that, I'm gonna use Whitehaven for example. Whitehaven's process of becoming Hollick is nothing, like nowhere near is what it was back when we was marching. The thing is, what hinders a lot of the sections now, high school wise, they don't practice the way we practice.
Right.
When we got out of practice, man, and our drum instructors told us to go home and practice, we did that. Right. They don't do that now. Now it's all about, I want to get on 2K, play Call of Duty.
It's hazing if you do practice after practice.
Hey, Pat.
And we used to be there when practice got out. I'm pretty sure we used to hear y'all, so we know what's up. You know what I'm saying?
We hear y'all. We know y'all heard everything about us.
You remember my house?
We know y'all hear us.
But they.
What you say, boy?
I say, you remember y'all was at my grandma's house for drum camp your freshman year when y'all beating on them Washington Drive?
Right. Yeah, I remember that.
I wasn't doing it.
Man,
no.
Every day they was at my house.
Let's consider hazing now.
To sum up what I was saying with you, Pat, like, man, it's not necessarily needed. You know what I'm saying? But they, like I said, they work ethic is nowhere near as good as ours was because we would practice all night. Our parents would just have to sit out there, or they had to come back and get us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I will also pick it back off Chop because, I would say that it takes a cohesive unit with the home as well as the staff that you're with at the respective schools. To me, I heard I heard my boy PJ talk about this the other day, and I think that, man, my bro was so on point. It's about pageantry, man. You got to have pride in pageantry. These young kids don't know nothing about that.
Right.
All they know is, I want to go to the Haven. I want to go to Fairley. I want to go to wherever else school. But why?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why? Why do you want to go there? And I guarantee you, if you take a poll right now, it's not going to have nothing to do with the pageantry or the pride.
Right.
Because these young kids don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should be able to come to you and say, I want to go to the Haven because F5 motivated me. F5 is in history, so I want to be on the lines of that. See, that's pageantry. You're learning the history behind of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
I got a question.
And these kids treating band just like I want to go on this team. I'm tired of that team. I'm going on that team.
I asked a couple of players in Fairley, do they know who Fire and Lightning was? They were like, let's do it.
What?
Hey, so this is my question to the Whitehaven. If Fairley, because everybody always know Westwood and Whitehaven always had the numbers as far as band wise. So do y'all think if Fairley was matching those same numbers, do y'all think it would have been more respect there?
Let me ask you this: Are you talking about? Let me answer that for full band, or you talking about just drumsticks?
No band.
I'm talking about band. Full band. Yeah.
I can answer that because what was that? 2006, 2007.
2004.
Fairley was deep.
Yeah.
Fairley was nasty that year. They gained a lot of respect that year because they came with it. At that showdown, they brought the heat that night.
No, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this regardless of. From my perspective, size. Regardless of the size, Fairley automatically had respect.
Yeah.
We know that.
Let me get in on that after you, man.
Okay, but they are. I'm talking about my 03. Y'all were about maybe 40 people deep.
Yeah.
I had Mark and Marcus, B-Top players.
Yeah.
Like it's them two dudes. Made Whitehaven be respectful. Like, hey, listen, we can't play with them because we know what y'all gonna bring. When y'all got the numbers up, you know what I'm saying? And Fairley was the people school. Like it's like everybody that hated Whitehaven loved Fairley. They love Fairley. All these other schools, right? They couldn't mess with their school, couldn't do nothing. So the only school they can bank on to give them a run was Fairley. And so so much love. All them showdowns be packed. It was just packed for us. We had a few people, but everybody was there to see Fairley just to maintain against Whitehaven. They knew their program wasn't able to do it. So y'all had the respect of the city, whether y'all had 40 or 100. You know what I'm saying? 140.
I'm gonna tell you why he say that though, Vince, because I ain't gonna lie. When it always come down to Whitehaven Fairley, they always say, how many band trophies y'all got? How many band trophies y'all got?
Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven.
25, 34, 46, 55, yeah, 63, 84, 100, yeah.
That's the only thing that Whitehaven can say they really had up on us.
But we were around like that.
But not saying y'all ain't got when it comes to drummers, we already know it ain't no clear cut. While we gonna bet.
Hey, I know y'all probably. I was so mad one year, bro. Y'all band was big enough that y'all was able to do two different performances. Like y'all split the band and said this minute. Yeah, I was like, man.
But bro, you got like man, people don't understand, man. Like I don't shortchange nobody because I came up in the heavyweight Westwood years, and Westwood. From my time in Whitehaven, Westwood didn't even travel more than us, bro. Third quarter, every Friday, we marching out.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Unless it's Fairley, we marching out. We back in the bedroom by 1 o'clock. We on the road. We going to Dallas. We going to Louisiana.
I give you that.
Everywhere, like man, we got out there and grinded and got them trophies.
I think you're 04, bro. Whitehaven had 3 rows of clarinets in 04. I said, good God,
that's the truth.
My freshman year,
always had a big
55, bro.
section, bro.
Yeah, 55 clarinets my freshman year, bro.
I said, how they had 3 rows just clarinets and then all them damn
hey, bull.
marching in and all. Man, I said, man, you know what, man. That made me say FYH.
Hey,
right? That wasn't even.
Hey, and they made me so mad. Whitehaven Christmas parade, bro. And I feel like the damn the coordinator of the parade knew what he was doing.
Mr. Rich?
Yeah.
They put us in front of Whitehaven this year, bro. And I ain't gonna lie. Them folks didn't play not one Christmas song, bro. While we playing,
bro, we played two Christmas songs. We played Jingle Bell Rock and something else.
Like, bro, we playing Merry Christmas, bro. Bro, all we hear behind us is get ready, man. We so fucking mad, bro. And I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about they bringing that motherfucker. Bro, they was bringing that motherfucker so hard, bro. That, man, I'm like, man, bro, when we stop marching, we got to fight. Like, that's how mad we was, bro. My man, Lil Don was trying to fight them people, bro.
Hey, what you just say? I got a question based off of what you just said. And you kind of just answered it, really. But earlier, y'all spoke on the camaraderie and everybody had respect for everybody. But I was always wondering, was there ever any real beef between Whitehaven and Fairley? Because I can recall, but Jeremy Malone, Mr. Hothead himself.
Yeah, I fought everybody, bro. It didn't really matter.
Before he changed his life.
Who was he beefing with?
Jeremy Malone?
Yeah. That's your bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Trey kind of, you know what I'm saying, mentioned it earlier. Like it wasn't like as far as people who was actually involved, no, it wasn't no beef, but you had
harsh nemesis.
One particular family that always was going back and forth and trying to stir up stuff.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, my brother went to Fairley. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like when if you really knew me and my folks, we left the house in the morning. The first stop was Fairley, the second stop was Havenview, and the third stop was Whitehaven.
Yeah.
Like me and my brother ain't never went to the same school outside of elementary school. My mom would go to the Southern Heritage class and she sit in the middle of the stage. She goes to Whitehaven Fairley game. She sit on the Whitehaven side, halftime, huh?
Who was y'all rivals? Because during my time, my rival was Vince and Jermaine. I think that's his name. Jermaine that played bass.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. So, me personally, I want to make sure I word this correctly because it ain't very many people, you know what I'm saying, that get that top tier respect when it comes to their bass, bro. Because if anybody who know me, I ain't a big dude at all. I'm real slight. I'm lean.
Yeah.
So,
right.
And I played 26 all through high school.
Yeah.
So, when I saw Dunn rocking at 30,
God bless him.
It hurt my heart.
Jermaine your rival, Pat.
Bro, when I done talked to Dunn about this. I hope he see this and he be up, bro. Bro, when Dunn didn't get section leader,
that's my cousin.
Our senior year, who?
Turkey.
Jermaine there, Turkey Love. He was behind me.
Travis when Dunn didn't get section leader senior year, I ain't see that man at the first spot in that Whitehaven Fairley game, man. That hurt my heart.
Oh man.
Yeah. So what happened? But it was his attitude. Lil Don attitude, like behind the scenes, bro. Lil Don kept us in a fight. Like, bro, we had to. Like, I got tired of fighting, bro.
You want some? Beat him down, beat you down.
Like, literally, like.
It was Jeremy Malone for us.
Like, bro,
it didn't matter who it was. Fairley, Hillcrest, any goddamn body. Jeremy had a big
look,
everybody.
Jeremy, Jeremy Long, he'll stop.
You're
like, nigga, what's up?
Hey, when we unstrapped, bro, like it was. But so I want to go back to what you said though. Like it was beef, but like it wasn't never no real beef because you got to understand you had like Omega Prep and Alpha Chi. So like seriously, so you had a lot of people. We was all like still cool. Plus, back then, man, they had so many high school clubs. And so we was gonna all see each other, and by us being from Whitehaven area, we all stuck together when we went out.
Yeah. So we 2 blocks apart.
Yeah. So like when we went out, like it was like us against the mound type shit. Like so we weren't never like beefing like that. And on some real shit, shout out to the alumni band again because we didn't all get cool with each other until we did the alumni band. Like we couldn't stand each other.
Me either. I said I was always gonna do it, but I ain't never.
I ain't always going to practice. I never just barked with it.
Like Travis saying, the All-Star and alumni band brought a lot of people together. That's a lot of people. That's how you kind of got the Memphis folks got cool with the folks out
here.
Yeah,
because that's how me and Jermaine got tight. When we played the first year in All-Star. After we played together, me, Jermaine, and Jeremy, we were like, we'll never challenge each other. Every time we meet up, we challenge everybody else.
Yeah.
So like, but Bull, like, tell them. So if you speak on beef, there was the beef. Like we went out to the spot or the 616, it'll be Whitehaven against North Memphis or Whitehaven against Orange Mountain. Now we had real beef.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so like they felt like, okay, so they'll be like Fairley, Whitehaven, and Westwood, they think they run this, so they hated us.
Yeah.
Like literally, they hated us.
Out together. It was something serious when we went out together.
Yeah.
Everybody else was saying like it was real beef, but we knew soon that like our senior year, when we was going against each other, every time after every performance that we went on against Whitehaven, all of us was at Powell Finney House.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Rufus, Powell, Trees, Jerry Cox. You know what I'm saying? We all out there like, man.
I keep hearing that dude name.
And so before social media, y'all.
Tall Trees, my nigga.
Tall Trees,
my Tall Trees. I don't know
my
this boy, Tall Trees.
Tall Trees radio.
And Tall Trees at the Haven.
I swear to God.
Before I got to the
Trees
Haven.
I don't know what Tall Trees is.
There's no
Tall the nigga that played bass drum.
Was you there when he was there? I think you was still at TSU when he was there. Terrence Norris.
Yeah.
Ooh, my nigga Tall Tree.
Yeah,
Tall Tree whooping it. I'm talking about beating it.
Hey, listen, he made a 30 look like a 24. That's
he was like 6'11", man.
You got a video of him or some shit on YouTube?
I love Tall Tree's personality. He was so silly, man.
Hey, man.
He
man is the same way right now.
Still to this day,
cannot be mad at him, bro.
I'm gonna find him on Facebook, man, because I don't know. Everybody keeps mentioning that guy. I don't know who he is, man.
Trees had a car he drove to school, right? And so every time he be like, "Yeah, man, I got the Chevy, man. I got the Chevy." Trees used to drive a Chevy Geo. Trees is 6'6". This big ass. Yeah. I'm in the Chevy, man. I'm in the Chevy. Bro, it's a Chevy Geo. That joint was so small, dude. That might used to be in that joint.
Hey,
whipping.
Yeah. Trees almost ended up at Fairley.
Why you always lying?
He what?
Yeah, and at that time his sister was dating Jimmy. Jimmy Clark played snare drum.
Yeah.
Did y'all know my sex list name was Jaqueline? Did anybody know Jaqueline?
Come on, Jaqueline Barry.
Jaqueline, that's family right there, man.
You know that.
I don't know.
Everybody knows Jaqueline.
That was my sex list.
I don't.
Hey, Vince, was you there when Michael Kelly and Matthew Kelly, whatever?
I'm gonna tell you a story about your cousin. Which one died? Mike. I'm gonna tell you about Mike. My freshman year.
Oh, my boy.
I'm gonna tell y'all about Mike Kelly.
Mike Kelly, yep.
This is what happened.
Mine every day.
My first year at Whitehaven. Y'all remember y'all talking about what went wrong with the hazing and all that? Whitehaven band camp you start every year, the Monday after the 4th of July. That was when our band camp started, right? We learning the series, Jack State series. So Mike pulls up. He wasn't even practicing nothing. I think he was a lifeguard at the Y. So he didn't come to practice that day. So Mike, he on his break, he drove up to the school. This man put body rockets and Wildcat firecrackers. Now, first I'm gonna tell you back. He pulled a gun out. He pulled a gun out.
Mike was crazy.
And
I see your face. Mike was crazy.
We played bait. He said, "Don't move." And Mike pulled his gun out. Now, it turned out to be a cigarette lighter. So he shot it, and the little fire came out. Right. So this man, we learning. We playing Jack State series. You better not mess up. Put a body rocket on the drums, so sparks and put Wildcats on my shoes. You better not move. We got on shorts. This man like the firecrackers. Them just they going. I'm like, man, that was the worst he did. And then we were done after that. I was like, this man here crazy.
Funny story, bro. I had a dude put a gun on me at practice one time, bro.
What?
I swear to God, bro.
I had a cigarette lighter gun, but yeah.
No, this
can
we?
All right, I know we pressed on time because I gotta go. I just want to say this before I go. Can we please get a city what they've been wanting?
Why
with this alumni battle, man?
I've been waiting on it. I've been waiting on it.
And I don't know.
I think not only
it was hard enough to get this call together.
I know, but listen though, not just the city, but I think we need it.
Yeah,
we get to show these younger cats that's in school now how this tradition really started.
Yeah, I know. And listen, I'm all for like getting Fairley ass whooping.
A lot.
You know what it is.
Y'all rivalry for me was Gerard. And y'all know Gerard can hang with me.
Hey man, not too much, man.
If Jeremy Malone was on this call, he'll say Gerard with some straight shit. That's what Jeremy would say.
You know, and that Jeremy, my little cousin.
Listen, we ain't talk about that.
Chop saying something, y'all.
I got a question for you.
All right.
For me?
For Trey. What year from the Haven really had you on your toes? Like, I can't even play with these niggas this
year. Every year.
Stop it. Now I'm gonna be honest though. It was well, let me tell the little short version. I remember. What year was all y'all year, Chop? L5, like, or Vincent, what year was when L5?
L5 became established. So when they took off was 2008 to 2010.
What was their first year? What was the year we played at the Haven? But it was like
the Haven was all even years.
They came in 2006.
So okay, 2006 was the Haven.
2006. Okay, so John came around.
Yep,
where we was.
I remember.
And John said he put his hand on my shoulder. He said, "Trey, them boys sound good as hell." He said, "But them niggas over there." He said, "Mark my words." He said, "Don't worry about this year."
Mm-hmm.
He said, about 2 years maybe. He said. They coming. Mm-hmm. This was the thing. Y'all had already reached that mark, like towards y'all first year going into y'all second year. So I would say y'all second year, was that the year y'all first brought up the original
Lock in and Tiger Pride was they second.
Lock in came out junior year.
Maybe your second year.
Hey, so I got a question for y'all.
Hey, before y'all do that, man, I gotta go, man. I love all y'all, man.
Man, be safe, bro.
Man, y'all take it, y'all, man. Hey, it's still South Fairley. We gonna get y'all at that alumni showdown.
South Fairley.
This is my question, y'all. Did y'all ever like learn that? All right, so let's say like 2000, right? I learned that a couple like my guys was going to Jackson. Like, did it like make y'all excited? Like, okay, that nigga there can play, or he can play. I'm happy he come.
Yeah, I mean, they still do that now.
Yeah.
You said what, T?
You talking about from our year, like when we get ready to graduate.
Our year, like, all y'all went to TSU. I want.
Who is all y'all, bro? Nobody, bro. Nobody from what? First of all, my senior year, I was on the senior in the drum section.
Yeah, that's right.
I was on the senior.
Yeah.
So all y'all went to Jackson.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there like, so funny story, and this gonna probably come up later on, Vince, bro. Cause I was like, I got all my scholarships in academic. You know what I'm saying? I got options. So
right.
So all right. So going back to the story that you was telling, my crab year. So like my brother went to Fairley. I said it earlier, he crabbed and Travis and Paul and all them. So you know what I'm saying? Like him and Will, shout out to Will Brown. All them folks was already in Jackson because I rode down there when they went.
Yeah.
And so I get up to TSU. I go in there, I do this audition with Johnny Lane. Johnny Lane, you play snare? I said, I'm like, hey, so I'm going straight. I'm finna get on this bass. I'm finna do the damn thing. I'm gonna put me on Telegram. I call Tim. I was like, hey man, I was like, how many prayer brothers you got on bass right now? You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling up. I call my mama. She can pull out all my paperwork for Jackson. So I can get my little scholarship. Bro. I got this, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing no telling, bro.
Yeah. No lie.
No, so
they say you were cold though.
Like when,
it says you were cold.
Nah, that sound like Mr. Banks said trying to put me on tuba.
You so
well, shit, y'all know I played cymbals my freshman year.
Man, that's what messed a lot of stuff up.
The dummies, yeah.
They put you on what?
On cymbals.
I played cymbals my freshman year.
TSU.
They put Brian on bass.
Yep.
Right, exactly.
The downfall.
DeAndre on cymbals.
The patrol.
DeAndre on cymbals. Yep.
The downfall.
So when
that was the time where
they put them on cymbals.
That was the time where Memphis was kind of like getting a bad name again.
I got a question too, and I don't know. Well, T, you can answer this. Do you feel like when Courtney and Chick and them all left Jackson and went to TSU, do you think they've influenced a lot of people to go to TSU?
Yep.
So if y'all think they had stayed at Jackson, y'all think everybody would have ran to Jackson?
Nah,
nope.
I don't know, bro. Because
I'm gonna say no.
It was a lot of moving parts that went on in Jackson. Like I don't even really because somebody somewhere feels gonna get hurt. So I let the people who was involved with what happened in Jackson tell their story.
Right.
So, but I think them coming, you know what I'm saying, just added, you know what I'm saying, to what was already there.
Yeah,
because we was already,
but the crazy thing
like
is,
2-3 weeks into it when they got up there.
Did y'all know that really happened because of a Fairley and Whitehaven beef? Well, it wasn't even no Fairley Whitehaven beef. It was a beef from Whitehaven because of this same family we talking about. Y'all.
It wasn't from Whitehaven. It was because of this same family.
This same family.
And so you know,
like that's why why that happened.
I heard it was dead.
That's why that happened. That's why they ended up transferring from Jackson State to TSU because of some Memphis stuff.
But I would say this too. To your question, Travis, when Courtney and them went to TSU, it was like a blessing in disguise because their whole line was Memphis.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
I think
the whole line was Memphis.
It did, but it hurt Jackson.
It added because when Courtney got there, it was the whole Memphis line.
So listen. So 98,
they had all Memphis drums.
So back to what T Perk said, 98, you got to think 98 was Jackson was tight as hell. So 99, Courtney
that was also real heavy with singles because I think it was James and Woozy last year, wasn't it?
Nah, it wasn't. Woozy came. Woozy James would have marched another year. He would, but with everything happening, it threw everything off. But
everybody was gone.
Right. But nah, they got kicked out. But Courtney and Chicken and they were supposed to be the guys that come in and took over. So you got to realize, so when me and Paul and your brother, all us got to Jackson State, they hated us. Like we had to earn everything we got in Texas State.
Yeah, the heat was on y'all.
Yeah, we paid for it. Like real talk, we paid. We had to literally earn that shit.
Also, did you go down there? Did you go down there early too?
No, they went down there because they had to take their summer program classes. You know, I went academically. I had a band scholarship, but I went academically too. Yeah. But you know the real.
Part of it was because of Tim and Maurice too. They was down there early and they was cutting food. So it was people out walking on the yard. And you know, they was on like the 6-7 floor in this. So these fools got their trumpets and they out the window.
And they out there playing.
And they know all the friends. Yeah. So the heat was gonna be on y'all like automatically. And then it was a lot of y'all too. And then what y'all was like the biggest class since them folks from 99 went down.
It was.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ever take nothing away from, you know what I'm saying, for the chick. The dudes there. But I think when they came and like so matter of fact, I was surprised Cheese didn't hit on this. Because the first day them folks came, you know what I'm saying, like everybody from Memphis, like we said, man, we get together in college, man, we gonna kick it, man. What's up, bro? And Cheese, I think they had walked up to the section, and man, so everybody, I think we was like in the middle of a drink and we started like just chopping it up.
Yeah.
Instantly got in our ass, like instantly.
I heard about
I'm talking about like instantly, bro. And so, like that too, like I said, that's why, you know what I'm saying, our senior year was a big deal to me because it was so much talent that went out or whatever. Man, just like it wasn't nobody from Whitehaven, it wasn't nobody from Fairley that went up there with me, but man, if my Fairley brothers, like I said, Chicken, Courtney, Mario Perkins that went to Westwood, and you had Big John, Stanley. Like, it was, it was something going on
Jeff.
that year, bro.
Y'all had Jeff. Y'all boys got tight that year.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It was man, and we put some work in.
Y'all had them hitters. They had you on base.
Yeah. In other words, Jackson still didn't have a chance. But we talking about Fairley. I ain't trying to hear nobody no
What please?
I'm still on this thing that Pat said Jermaine was his rival. I'm a little salty about this.
I think he don't remember you, man. You remember J Wald, Pat?
No, he don't remember me because I wasn't.
No disrespect, bro, but I don't
talk online and shit. I didn't do the talking online.
Yeah,
and I stayed in South Memphis, so you know while I was in the Haven, I was out in South Memphis. Hell, I wasn't even supposed to be at Whitehaven. Right.
I mean, Jermaine, he was sorry though. I mean, he's the only person who Vince and Jermaine was the only two like I remember who was like, okay, I ain't step it up.
I had it was me, Keith, Jeremy, Turkey, Elliot. Who else played with y'all? The other Jeremy. Who else was on the line with you, Jeremy?
Jonathan Watkins.
That's what I mean, Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan. How many I had that year? Was it? I thought it was like 8 of y'all.
Hell no. After you left, bro, it was really just
with me.
With you?
I see.
Well, shit, I didn't play.
Yeah, you came with my junior year. Okay, so my senior year, your sophomore year, who else on that line?
I don't know because I ain't played that year.
You did play that year, boy?
No, bro. Sophomore year, I had fucked around and failed 9th grade. So Pops was like, "Hell no, you ain't gonna be in the band." So I ain't play sophomore year. I came back junior year.
Okay. Well, that's probably
I remember.
You remember that? You remember the Liberty Bowl jump? My senior year, you were like, "Hey, come tune my drums like you had y'all tunes in the Liberty Bowl." Tremont.
Me?
Tremont. You remember that?
All I'm saying is,
Tremont.
Pat, if we ever get this Fairley Whitehaven alumni showdown together, Pat, you gotta see me, bro.
Hey, I'm down for it. I'm old, man. I'm old.
I feel what you're saying.
I'm old too, Pat. I ain't touched the drums since 2007, bro.
Hey, let's do it. Let's make it happen, y'all.
Oh yeah.
So, hey, Trevor, so like on what he said, that'll be like, because like John when you know, session leader, our senior year, that'll be like Dave Brown saying that he didn't shout out to Dave Brown.
Right. Yeah.
And,
I'm mad they got no interview.
Hey, listen.
He dead.
He dead.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, Weatherman dead, bro. Y'all didn't know that? Yeah, Weatherman.
How y'all feel about?
I wasn't tight with him like everybody.
Yeah, I know, but yeah.
Hey, somebody about to jump in here, y'all. Check this out.
Hey, you know something that's so crazy though? I have got an appreciation for drums once I stopped
There go my brother.
sitting on the sideline and stuff.
Just in, I ain't even see.
Look at him, PB.
Lord, what's up, brother?
Trying to connect.
I just want to hear my son go, hey, man.
Hey,
Travis, did I do too much?
Hey, man.
What's on, man? What's up?
I had to give T, I had to give me some
looking
backup
like
in
some
this
crazy
job.
stuff going on. As soon as I get on this job, man.
What's up, man?
What's up?
You got a pop
Paul,
that. I like y'all. She cool. Or she cool.
What's up, Paul?
Hey,
man,
man.
we just giving the people updates over this.
B-Hand, what's up, baby?
Taking these beat downs from Whitehaven over the years, man.
Hey, come on, bro. Don't start that, man. We've been having We've been giving out beat downs, baby.
Hey, real quick, y'all. I got to dip on now. I need to go ahead and get ready for work and stuff. So,
all right, man. Be safe, bro. Appreciate you.
Vince, I want my interview, dog.
I got you, bro.
All
right.
Hey, man.
Southford.
Since we got Paul on here, what about and I think I talked to Trey about this. I can't remember for sure, but I might have mentioned it to you, man. Like when them boys came in there at the showdown in 2000.
Come on, man.
They had to boy, y'all had to y'all did the sticks and all black and them folks like incapacitated out.
Hey,
let me tell you something, Perk. Man, we was praying that day that nobody didn't drop their stick. Goddamn, boy, if you had to drop that stick, we was gonna kick ass.
My dad. So I think the 2000 Fairley Fairline, man. Shout out to man, who else on there? Paul,
Tim Rob,
Tony, my boy Jay. Shout out to Jay, my boy Little Man.
Tim Rob,
I stand on picture. Why you got stand on picture?
Right on here, bro. I got to bring this up. What Hamilton? Was that the Hamilton game when that man with the drum?
Say what?
Was that the Hamilton game? That man, this was after we had graduated, but I think I had even came home. I want to say it was the Hamilton game. And you know, y'all still had the free floaters. And you know, we got the stadium feet on the bottom of, and you know, that was the pigeon toes. So when that was coming out, they might did their little twirl and series. And then my foot got caught on the
talking to a bunch of friends in the Whitehaven folks.
Man, shout out to Red, man. That's my guy.
Hey, I remember that.
Bruh, I'm talking about tears, bro. Tears.
Hey, Paul.
What's up, bro?
Hey, now watch this, T. I ain't talked to him or nothing. Battle of the Drummer Wise, right?
Right.
We had enough drums. We could have made what?
You say what?
We had enough drums. We could have made what?
What you mean?
How many trophies? We had enough drum trophies.
You talking about the little Quince dunk? Like goddamn Quince.
Hey, T already answered that for y'all though, man. He said y'all were gonna do make the top team.
Y'all say y'all had
12, 13, 14.
Y'all had 12, 13, and 14, man. 12, 13, 14.
Like one of the Quinces and shit. So man, we had so many trophies together, bro.
Hey, but no. In all actuality, we went to Texas and had they battle the drummers. They had the same type of trophies, man. We ran through Texas. These folks did not want to see us.
Washington,
I forgot about Washington D.C.
Come on, man. Hey, I don't even know why they started travel. They know South Fairley ran this shit, bro.
Yeah,
I think we just need to go and do a Fairley Whitehaven alumni drummer thing. Get the bands.
We're gonna do the whole kit and caboodle. Hey,
we still got it.
Paul, what is because we asked this question for somebody else. What is your what year was Fairley at the peak during your time?
Man, 2000, bro.
I know he gonna say 2000, bro.
My time, no, real shit. My time, I say 2000 because I feel like we had finally got fed up. No joke, bro. We weren't worried about Westwood at all. We had finally got tired of Westwood. I mean, Whitehaven, bro. Whitehaven, y'all felt like y'all was just king shit and everything, bro. So, man, we went to 2000, bro. Hold on. 2000, that's when we started making up our own series, our own cases, bro. We started letting
we talking about all it.
So that's
my shoes along.
The reason I say that is because we put the brand. Shout out to my nigga Travo, man. Shout out my nigga Travo. Came on one of the holidays out there, man.
Man, I appreciate that, baby.
For real.
So, like, if I had to like if I had like name like throughout the years like all my favorite sections from the city, all my favorite classes because I'm gonna be honest, I think like so much stuff started like with Westwood because like them folks was like early to mid 90s, them folks was competitive.
They were.
And man, like I think man like even like Paul said, man, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna pull no punches, man. That 2000 early section, bro, them boys were rocking.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's like we did. Everybody on the session was fed up, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I say fed up, I mean,
man, it sounds like we ought to tell y'all you welcome. We made y'all, you know.
Hey, and we said that though. Like I told after that Christmas parade, I don't know who the fuck coordinated that Christmas parade, but you don't put no bro. You don't put no 300 piece band. Bro, you don't put no 350 piece band behind a band that's only 65 people. Bro.
Hey, man,
you don't do
it, man.
We weren't
y'all want no 300, but
that just sounds like 300, man. It wasn't but like 150.
Hell nah, nigga.
Let them from had 50 drummers by themselves.
we had a big drum section, and it was somewhere, man, that we went. And you know what I'm saying? And I just kind of turned around, just kind of checking stuff out because I think we was boxed up, you know what I'm saying, behind the band. And I looked behind me, and it was like 11, 12 bass drummers behind me. And I was just like, this is kind of getting out of hand right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like we used to do floor shows with the full band, bro. I'm talking about like a 50-piece drum section, like in the gym floor, and we were filled into it.
Like they were stepping like ants, bro, to do them formations.
Bro, I used to think y'all was the biggest band till I seen Greenville, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to bring up earlier.
What's that, Trey?
Greenville and Eastside, bro.
That's what I was trying to bring up earlier. Them flow shows that Whitehaven always did, especially Jeter. We all know Jeter gym was so small.
Right.
The Haven couldn't breathe.
I remember
Trey. I remember the club that had the bar like this.
Man. And
the Jeter joint, I think the drum section had to sit on like the first 2 or 3 rows of the bleachers because that's how tight it was in there.
Yeah.
Like, we hitting folks' kids.
Right. Ain't no swinging.
We gonna cancel all the movies.
Hey Trey, what was since you know you the elder statesman for you? So what was for you? What was your peak moments from Fairley? Like you can count all of them, just like from this year. What was those sections that you knew were like, this is it? Like these boys here, some serious.
2000. 06, 03.
Yeah.
So last battle of the drummers you had, Vince? 18, 19?
19.
18? No, 18?
19 was my last one.
19 and 18.
Okay. Chop, what's your peak years for the Haven?
mine ain't got no.
I have to say 05. That I actually can remember that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna go as me, but yeah, 05 year, 08, 09, 10,
oh, yeah,
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like, I just look. Hold on. Being 100. Hold on. Being 100. Ever since that year, L5 really, man, started pushing the Haven, bro.
08.
When have Whitehaven really just had a year? It just wasn't great.
We had one. We and since that, I'm gonna say this,
bro. Y'all was not bumping every year, bro.
Nah,
we didn't. No, look. I'm gonna be 100. Hold on, Paul.
I'm gonna keep all the way 100 with you, Chop.
I'm gonna be 100 too. We done had some years like, man, we had to work. 06 at the showdown, bro. That wasn't it for the Haven, bro.
Nah, that
wasn't it. 07, it still wasn't it, because man, we was trying to make a name, bro. Like we was trying to change it.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be all the way 100 from 08. That was that 2 year JJ was talking about. JJ left in 2010. 2011, we were good. We didn't have the numbers. They were straight. That was solid. Everything we were clean. The only year since 2008 that we had to do a revamp was the 2011-2012 school year. We had to get things back in order.
That's when Keenan and Brandon left.
Yeah, when Keenan and Brandon left, Sam first year. That fall, when we got to the spring, that spring, y'all was so cold. We did okay with Battle Drummers. Y'all were all like, golly. But that spring is when I kind of jumped all the way back in because I had started working like Trey. I was working at a mental health company for the state also. And so JJ left for 10, 11, I was still there, but we was able to maintain because we had them two killers. And then 11 and 12, that was the fall of 11. We had to get it together, man. We were so far off loop, man. We was off task, we was off track. 20, the spring of 12, from spring 12, man, we've been kind of real consistent in that guard. But that 11 and 12 school year, that was rough.
Hey, y'all. I love y'all. I gotta go, man.
All right, bro.
All right. Till the next time. Hey, Chop, call me, bro. Come see me a little later.
All right.
My favorite Fairley sections, like of all time, that was like unstoppable to me, like sound wise. When y'all had them downrights. Fairley on them downrights was a whole.
You probably go.
I had to hear that.
Hey, Fairley on them downrights was a whole other monster, bro. Them silver joints,
bro.
Ooh, them boys. That's to that time. That Christine. I was like, oh my god, them dudes. Y'all were TSU Junior with them downrights, man.
Hey, real talk, bro.
The crazy part is, I don't think none of them. Man, we tried our best to get Steve to come to TSU, bro. His mind would not. But shout out to Steve.
I ain't gonna lie,
nobody would go.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to work out with Cheese, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like during the off seasons and stuff, man, where Cheese was training me. Man, that TSU was I ain't gonna lie, it was instilled in me, bro. But once I stepped foot in Mississippi, all that went away.
Top was trained by TSU.
Bro. So going back to what he just said, me and Travis was talking about that earlier before you got on, because he was like, yeah, man, in 2000, we knew everybody was going. I was looking, I was like, nobody go with me, bro. It was just me.
It was a lot of folk that had, cause that was our style, bro. Really, like, that's all we did.
I know somebody coming. But I was trying to say this, the only person that came came to the house talking to me about TSU was my boy Derek.
Yeah.
This man playing tuba.
Yeah.
The only person that trying to get me hyped up about going to TSU is a tuba player.
Yeah.
So I'm like, because like I said, man, I was looking at some other places.
But
like
man,
this.
hey,
Talk about that later.
bro, everybody out of our 2000 class, bro. I don't care what school you went to, bro. It was either Pine Bluff, Tennessee State, or Jackson. You know, we got a lot of people, bro, that really went to them schools, bro, and really made, made nine for them.
And we talking about all this, like, and you know what I'm saying? It's because it's so much to. It's like it ain't really no footage out there. Like people don't really understand. Like especially what happened in '99. Man, the 2000 class coming out of Memphis, man, it was.
Oh yeah,
it was a lot of talent that came
Hey
out
Vince,
there.
my phone
A lot
finna
of
go
talent.
dead, man. I'm finna kick it with the fam.
You
It's
good,
been
bro?
cool, man. Good seeing all y'all. Y'all be easy.
Man, you
Right,
too.
for sure.
But the weirdest thing for Fairley and my boys, I know Paul gonna remember this. I remember saying Paul, and I was like, Paul, come on, make that move, man. I said, you just look like a Fairley dude. Come on, make that move. Paul, like, no, I don't know. I was like, Paul, it fits you, man. Man, Paul came over there, and the wheels just fell off, baby. They were just.
Yeah.
The funny part was, it's like Paul just said, man, we patterned ourselves after TSU because of the downrights.
Right.
And it was so funny because I could never get anybody to go up there.
Yep.
It was just crazy.
Yeah.
It was like we patterned ourselves after TSU, but everybody went on this to Jackson. They was gone.
Right.
Damn,
Hey,
okay.
I'm finna tell you what happened, bro. Man, bro, anybody that Fairley knew, man, they could vouch, bro. Man, Mr. Huddleston, bro, every Friday, bro, we had a test on playing, right? Like we were reading music or we were playing rhythm. We had a test, bro. So, man, I think it was a van full of mine. This story, bro. I need Trevor on here to tell this story, bro. But man, every percussionist from Fairley, bro. 2000, bro. We hopped in Maurice Steele mama van, bro, and rode to Jackson, Mississippi. I don't care what school you want to go to. Once we left Jackson, bro, everybody left with full scholarships, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody left with full scholarships, bro. So your mind was really made up after that, bro. They made her read music, they made her play open. You know what I'm saying? They made us, man. They made her do everything that we prepared for with Mr. Huddleston. And we went up there, sold out, and got the full mix. So, man, it was understood, bro. Jackson State was in everybody's choice, bro. We had already got accepted. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody told me nothing.
Even that's unloaded, man. That boy.
Now keep in mind, it's like so. Man, we were pop up somewhere like so. We started high school prep, like I said here. So like we together there every day, bro. If you want some, bro, ain't nobody said nothing. Like okay, so our brother in the house, I know he going to Jackson. He was already. It was over with for that. I wouldn't give no traction with this. So okay, you still gonna be on opposite sides of the field. Cool, you been doing this for I know Paul don't talk about TSU. I'm sure, you know what I'm saying? I play a lot of TSU stuff, bro. I'm probably going to TSU. After the folks came back, I think it was Will, Tim, and Maurice came over the house. We going to Jackson. What? Like, what y'all? Who all is we? Bro, somebody told me, I was like, man, these folks ain't told me nothing.
Hey, the way it happened though, T, bro, it was doing school, bro. Like real talk, bro. We didn't even go to school that day, bro. Like, mom, hey, so my mama dropped me out, bro. I'm hopping in the van here in Mississippi. Hey, next thing you know, I call her, I tell her, I got a scholarship to college, mom. She like, what? I said, yeah, I ain't go to school.
Just like
She
this.
wasn't even tripping though. Hey, she wasn't tripping though. She was like, oh, okay.
Just because you had to leave with the scholarship. I got the scholarship. We ain't go to school, but we got the scholarship.
It really wasn't playing, bro. It just happened, bro. It really wasn't playing for real.
Man, that's what's
up,
up,
man. Y'all did y'all thing, bro. Like, definitely, man. Shout out to y'all.
Hey, shout out to Trey, man, for man being a model of consistency, man, for the city too, bro. Gotta shout you out, man, because you pushed a lot of guys about that thing, bro.
Oh yeah.
Man, it was just.
You go ahead, Pop. Go ahead.
It's just it was just a thing that, you know, I tell people the story all the time. You know, back in the early 90s, man, Memphis had got a bad rap as far as the Memphis drummers. I mean, nobody didn't really want no Memphis drummers. So, you know, when I changed my whole thought process on drumming, just period, and stop being, okay, this is just a Fairley thing, and to stop making it a universal thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, Memphis need to get back on the map, you know? And so it was like, it was helping people at Fairley. It was like helping people all over, especially going to these colleges. We want to be right. We want to be represented right. We want to look right. We want to know what the model Memphis percussion player looks like. You know what I'm saying? And so we got back on that grind. 2000 started us off. Man, and colleges ain't been looking back since. They come to Memphis every year to get a handful of Memphis drums.
Oh, yeah. Got to.
They get every year. And so, you know.
That was my motivation too, man. Like we've always had, you know, the alumni, when I was in school, they always came back, you know what I'm saying? But everybody had their own thing. I think Team P was in Nashville all my years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I came up there a couple times because, like I say, tequila and trees.
But I'm talking about you were living in
I was living in Nashville.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like
about 2003, I believe.
Yeah, when he was in town, he always came back. I always remember that. We had Brian Kemp. He gave us a stint, you know, where he was running a section. We were actually doing great. You know what I'm saying? We were making great progress. He was, you know what I'm saying? We were doing good. This is my 9th grade year. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have nobody else, you know, we spoke on Dinky. Had Dinky for a little while, but you know what I'm saying, but just a real instructor, we only had that for a little bit, but our alumni always came back. And so that was part of my thing. Like, man, we gotta have somebody one day. And so that's what kind of drove me to always stick around, go to school, do what I had to do, come back, and then make sure that I could make it better for when Chop and them came in, and just do my part. And then you know, and finally taking it after they left, you know, when Chop and them left and taking it full, that was my whole focus, like, man, because dude, we done push, like you said, you've been pushing them out, man. We done pushed them out too, man, just out of the city. In general, folks coming to get these boys. And that, like, part of like y'all say, iron sharpens iron, real talk. Part of us being cold is because we didn't have to prepare for nobody else. Honestly, we only prepared for Fairley. That's
all the word about them dudes down the street.
Right, them dudes.
We pushed each other.
That's it. Everybody else, you know what I'm saying, preparing, getting ready. Like even the recent years, like when we got to shut down for Fairley. Okay, we're gonna get ready for Fairley. Everybody else, not so much. We're gonna do our part. We're gonna make sure we in place.
I'm sorry, but my pops, he not lying. Vince never cared about nobody else. He was like, man, we'll do something we didn't already did. Like this was always his responsible. When it came to y'all, man, it was always, man, look, top tier. It could have been y'all worst year ever on earth. He still gonna bring the best just for y'all. Like anybody else, he never cared.
Well, bro, you know what?
It was a level of respect.
Yeah, that just show how much we kept that rivalry going, bro. You know what I'm saying? That just show how much, you know what I'm saying, throughout all our years, throughout all the changes with the sessions, bro. We still locked in on it, bro. It was still the best of the Haven, you know what I'm saying? No matter where you were, we across the track. You know what I'm saying? Best of across the track.
And you know what? And you know what's crazy? I feel like hearing each other, it was more so of a motivator.
Yeah,
because it was like, man, that really made us push each other. Like, man, y'all hear these niggas? Like, bro, I remember, like, it used to be like, bro, man, these folks over there bumping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, bro, hey,
we used to get mad. We used to leave it like,
did y'all hear us pressing like we probably hear y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, listen, I used to stop the press. Hey, listen to them, but listen to them niggas over there. Where you get it?
Vince, man, no lie. Like, it's been times where, like, them folks can get out of practice and then come up there like, y'all still practicing? Like, yes, bro. It's gonna be a while.
Man, listen.
It was serious, bro.
We only prepared for Fairley on recent Battle of Drummer shows. The other showdowns, like Craig Mudd, the spring semesters of school these last 6 years, these showdowns,
yeah,
for that stuff, bro. Like what we playing, Vince? I
was just gonna say we'll get to the performance and then find out what we're gonna do.
We know, like how we did that 2018 year trade. Whatever that show that we had when we did all the little crazy stuff. Like we practiced.
That was just a Hayden view, wasn't it?
Yeah. We practiced all night. It's on at Fairley.
Mm-hmm.
We practiced the last showdown. Like we knew, man. Listen, we only brought out new cases for Fairley. We didn't make a new cases for no other school.
So
when I made 2D, when Marvin told us about Kip jump, I made 2D. We played that jump we learned that in 2 days. I made it up in 2 days, and we saved that jump for y'all. We didn't play that jump against nobody else, and then we just learned it. So whenever you hear a new case of Whitehaven, 9 times out of 10, we playing that jump for Fairley. We're not playing it for nobody else, and it's just because.
And that's what people used to be used to.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, that's when the new shit will come out."
Yeah, that's it. That's when the new stuff.
It was like this, especially during football season because it's the first game. So it's like, man, like your season is literally the first game. After that is, well, we got
nobody else got it.
Crunching all them. Well, now we got Hamilton this week, so we just go,
Yeah.
We got Central. Central man might even show up. That might not even come.
All right.
And so, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Whitehaven played in the big school district. So we would go out there and play Germantown, Christian Brothers, Houston. All right, like, I remember my senior year, bro, and I don't know why the hell, I don't know if this is Mr. Banks' idea or which kind. Bro, you know how long Just State series is, bro. We played the whole series. And like had to go to like back to, you know what I'm saying, like DT1 and DT2 because we marched in like single file, bro. We was like,
you did that on purpose. You did it on purpose, bro.
Bro, we played like the whole series. Damn, these folks still coming. We didn't get to 2 this year, bro. I don't even see the 2.
I'm like, man, hey, these folks big in the mother, bro. Real talk, bro. I'm talking about the first time I really lined up next to y'all, bro. I'm like, man, what the? Cause you know I went to Lanier too, bro. So a lot of Lanier people went to Whitehaven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Boy, Lanier was the toss-up school. You never know where nobody was going from Lanier until you saw them.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man.
Bro, it was
Go ahead, bro.
But yeah, hey man, look, I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Vince, man, keep doing what you doing, man. To all y'all, bro, man. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We gonna lock in too, Vince. You already know what's up, man.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Love, man.
Yeah. Man, listen, we're gonna wrap this on. I think we've been on here down there 2 hours, man. So we about to wrap it up, man. I appreciate you, Trey, man. My boy Chop always. TP and bro. Pat, man, Jeremy, we had Brandon Christian was on there for a minute. B Hen, Terry Perkins. My bad, Travis Perkins. Paul.
Every time, bro.
Them T's and P's might be messing me up, bro. It's too many T's and P's.
You know what? When and if you ever get to my interview, bro, I'm gonna have some flashcards. I'm gonna have some name tags. I'm gonna buy me a name tag right now.
T Perkins, man. Listen, I be messing up. I was saying to somebody like when people be dying or somebody has passed, and I'm trying to say rest in peace, I say rest IP or R in peace. Like I'm like, dude, what am I saying?
I was watching Marvin's video last night.
Yeah.
Before we left work or whatever. And you do it every time, bro.
Every time.
I don't know what it is about that.
I don't know what it. I can't not do it, man. I be trying. I be thinking. I'm like, okay, but it's all good, man. Once again, man, shout out to Fairley, man. Y'all like, listen, we definitely family, bro, but we definitely rivals, like as you should be. So, but man, all respect, all love to them folks. We gonna always go at it. But yeah, man, we're gonna sign on out, man. For the rest of everybody at Chop Nation, man. Always remember, the chops don't
stop, baby.
Yeah, man.
This is VRoc Chops.